focus and be focused. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of chemistry, this is Fordy!
Now it's hard not to smile here for a number of reasons. First of all, always great to see Fordy, still just 17 years of age, great up-and-coming talent. But as a result of his match against Vegan Prescott at Vendetta back in November, Vegan Prescott now forced to be the personal assistant to Fordy.
An indignity on the name of Vegan Prescott, forced to be a personal assistant.
I would challenge that on the basis that that sort of pre-assumes that he had any dignity in the first place.
I mean, that's fair, but what 17-year-old needs a personal assistant? To run what errands exactly? Go pick up my GCSE results. Go pick up a bottle of Prime.
Prime is very nice.
Yeah.
May have passed you by. Well, Prescott's going to be on the outside here, forced to be in Fordy's corner. Oh, H. Hood's got the mic.
This all seems really, really familiar. Yeah, look at how you treated Fordy. Reminds me of how you treated somebody else. This is how they treated you, Ryden. Do you remember how they treated you? He used to chat, Ryden the guy, Ryden the guy, Ryden. He used to chat about you. What did you get from it? Loss after loss. He had to hold L after L. But it was okay because you all cheered him. And then you booed him last time out. Because he decided. He decided he was better than all of you.
That's what I mean, realizing inside.
It won't be boring a minute when I go and break you a new guy. When I go and break Fordy a new guy, it won't be boring then, so be careful what you wish for. But today the losing. Today the losing stops. Today the losing stops. And you win.
Oh, what inspiring pep talk.
Well, I mean, today the losing stops. I think that is a statement of intent.
Well, obviously, but it remains to be seen, doesn't it? Whether that is exactly what happens here. It's going to be H. Hood starting things out for his teams. The fact that Hood's starting out here makes you wonder whether he actually has faith in Ryden to start this match that he's supposedly going to win.
That's what teamwork is all about. It's recognizing your strengths. He's seen the strength in Ryden. He knows he's going to weaken his opponent a little bit and step in the ring and take full advantage.
It was something of a fairy tale, the start of Ryden's story here in PEW, one half of the first ever PEW Tag Team Champions, when he was just a sound technician with the Prestige.
Sound technician he was indeed.
Then given a full-time wrestler contract here at PEW, and since then, as H. Hood has pointed out, went on something of a losing streak, now aligned with H. Hood, hoping that will change his fortunes around.
Turn him into a sound wrestler.
Very funny.
Thank you.
Hood wanting a break from the Invisible Man. Yeah, H. Hood praises his own toughness on many occasions and not quite on display yet here against the Invisible Man.
It's incredibly insulting for this crowd to be chanting chicken when we're in the presence of a vegan.
It's an observation.
I think that's outrageous.
Well, Vegan Prescott always finds something to be offended by, but anyway, Hood trying to get control, but it's the Invisible Man who's got a side headlock locked in. Squeezing away, trying to cut off the oxygen supply to the brain. Hood trying to send the Invisible Man to the rope. There's a snapmare takedown, a shoulder block takes Hood down. Pace quickening here, there's a leapfrog from H. Hood trying for the hip toss. Invisible Man, currently the man who won't be moved, and he takes down Hood. Hip toss, the Invisible Man firing on all cylinders here at Full Circle. And again, Hood is begging off.
Begging off or taking a well-earned rest. It's all a matter of perspective, I think.
Ryden.
He's suckering him in just there. It's ring awareness, it's tag team wrestling.
There's no doubt that Hood is a very dangerous in-ring competitor. He was the first ever internet champion here in PEW. Before injury kept him on the shelf for many, many months. And it was when he returned from that injury that he started focusing his attention on Ryden, really bullying Ryden until Ryden joined him.
Just when you've had that time out, you recognise what's important to you in your career. He wants to nurture new talent.
Fordy, meanwhile, in his first action of the match, is his personal assistant, somewhat half-heartedly cheers him on from ringside. Double axe handle. Great tag team synergy on display between Fordy and the Invisible Man. Quick tags in that corner between those two. They've never tagged before, haven't Fordy and the Invisible Man, but pretty good debut with each other. The other corner of the ring, H-Hood getting more and more exasperated, and well, you see the result. Taking the low road.
Look at that. Immediately distracted, doesn't focus. This young man could take an awful lot of lessons from the other young man in the ring. It's about that distinction, that little bit of growth. Turns you from just a young and up-and-coming wrestler into the man that we're seeing in front of us from Ryden today.
Ryden is in control, and there is clearly some fire in the belly of Ryden today. We'll credit that to H-Hood and his influence. Fordy suddenly finding himself in a great deal of bother here against these two.
There's just a long tradition in wrestling of the more experienced wrestlers taking the young men under their wing and helping them grow. And I think we're seeing it with this team. Just a real force, a growth.
Look at this, referee's back is turned, H-Hood with a distraction.
Genius.
And right, genius, it's cheating.
Yeah, well, it's taking advantage of your opportunity. The ref's back to turn, you've got to get an extra lick in.
Ryden, unlike the man we once knew, who we were all pleased to know. I'm not sure any of us are pleased to know Ryden anymore. There's an uppercut right between the shoulder blades. Hood will go for the cover, hooks the left leg, gets the 2 count.
I'm pleased to know Ryden.
Do you know him?
Well, you know, we met just now when he came over and shouted at you. I thought it seemed like a good young man to me.
I'm instantly regretting you being there.
Thank you so much.
Ryden.
Oh, what was that you talking about? Oh, look.
Now hang on, there's a tag.
Unnecessary.
Invisible Man tagging in, referee didn't see it, which I think was by design.
The referee didn't see the tag, thus it's not legal, has to get back out of the ring.
But why didn't he see it? Because Hood and Ryden deliberately making sure he didn't. This is what is so frustrating sometimes about H-Hood, because he is such a talented competitor. Why take all these shortcuts? Why take the low road all the time?
It's not shortcuts, it's strategy. It's using the match to your advantage.
Never heard of sportsmanship. Clearly not, you've gone quiet. Back of the neck with the drop kick from Ryden. There's a lateral press, 2 count.
I don't know how to spell it.
Meanwhile, Ryden bringing Fordy back into his corner.
Just in full control.
Somewhat of a cliche, but it bears repeating. This is some great tag team wrestling, cutting off the ring, cutting Fordy off from his partner, getting him as far away from that tag as they possibly can.
That's what happens when you find someone that you just click with, you know. You really get to know each other, you start to understand. Without speaking, you can communicate and figure out exactly how you're going to take charge of a match like this.
Fordy sent to the ropes, he ducks that double clothesline attempt from Hood, and Ryden hits a double clothesline of his own, and they both go down.
Oh, but getting to the wrong corner, he needs to make that tag.
Fordy's going to try and dodge both of them, and he does!
That's
Here comes
legal.
the Invisible Man! Clotheslines! The Invisible Man, a house of fire here, the drop kick on Hood! One on Ryden as well! Hood and Ryden in all sorts of difficulty here against the Invisible Man. It's a double drop kick. Ryden was hoping this alliance with Hood would change things for him, but at the moment, things not going his way at all.
Oh, come on. This is their opportunity. They've got them down.
Wait,
And now we're going to play some games.
what's going on?
What do you mean
Oh,
what's going
a
on?
big splash from nowhere! The Invisible Man! And Hood breaks it up. Hood looked as confused as anyone. The Invisible Man disappearing for several seconds.
Literally didn't disappear. I saw it with my 2 eyes. Bounced off the ropes.
Oh! Stunner! Stunner from the Invisible Man! And Ryden with the high knee. All four men getting involved. This one picking up a couple of gears. Fordy with that straggling, leaping uppercut from Fordy. Running senton from this young man. He's 6.5 foot tall. Is this 17-year-old Fordy, and he's already got his own personal assistant as well.
I don't even know if I believe he is 17. I'd like to see some identification.
I'd like to see your professor degree, but we don't always get what we want, do we? Single-handed choke slam from Fordy off the ropes. The cover and a kick out again from Ryden. Action-packed tag team competition to start us out here tonight at Full Circle.
It's the kind of things that we wouldn't have seen from Ryden before this partnership with H.
Now, hang on. Vegan Prescott, the personal assistant of Fordy, being a little over-exuberant with his support for his man.
He's just trying to show some, love and affection for his boss there.
Wait, hang on, with the referee's back turn, Hood gets in the ring illegally.
It's the personal part of personal assistant.
Invisible Man chasing Hood out of the ring. Meanwhile, though, Ryden taking down Fordy. Gonna hurt the leg. He's got his feet on the ropes. His feet are on the ropes.
What do you mean? What feet on the ropes? I didn't see anything.
Well, Ryden has indeed picked up his first win in a long time, courtesy of the distraction, whether it was deliberate or not, from Fordy's supposed personal assistant, and it's still going on. Get out of there. You've won.
It's that bold new attitude, that new flavour coming from Ryden. You just love to see this, don't you? So the confidence, the never letting up.
Prescott supposed to be the personal assistant here. Why does he get in and help Fordy?
That's not part of the job description of a personal assistant. You're there to help run errands, not take the blows.
Hood and Ryden making an example out of Fordy, and I think we have some questions here as to whether, stop it now, as to whether Vegan Prescott, ultimately whose interference cost his man the match, was that deliberate?
Well, he was doing his best to help. Trying to get the attention of the referee.
If that was his best, I dread to think what his worst is like. Prescott shrugging his shoulders in front of us here. He seems to not know what to do. H. Hood and Ryden are going to take their victory. And Ryden, I'm sure, will feel vindicated in his decision.
I mean, how do you argue with the material? Look at it. That is a W. H. Hood was talking about carrying all of those L's. No, look at us now.
A W by any means necessary, I guess, right? Now, hang on. And Prescott offering his hand to Fordy.
Helping him up. Assisting, you might say.
Yeah, we could have assisted a little better a little earlier on. We might not be in the situation we're in, but...
If you want him to put himself in harm's way, I don't think that's a good boss.
He caused the harm. That botched distraction. Invisible Man and Fordy going to have to go and analyse what happened here. It won't take too much analysis, though. I can tell you basically what happened, and that's that Vegan Prescott messed it up.
That's a very simplistic look. I mean, if you look at the technical details of the match, it's that two people on one side of the ring knew exactly how they were working together, and the other two couldn't get it together.
Well, it's a
analysis.
Controversial result to start things out here.
Oh, fantastic! That sounds absolutely wonderful. Do we have another headset for Paulus?
He is going to be selling mini porpoises at the merchandise stand for £10 later on today, so there you go.
Bargain, I'd say.
Worst birthday ever.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for match number 2, which is for the PEW Internet Championship.
Well, you've got some explaining to do, haven't you?
Commiserations.
I don't know what you want me to do,
I want you to sit there in silence.